don't bring black people in the house. The biggest racist group out there is Mexicans.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Yeah, that's true. I didn't really understand that until I moved to California, and I was like, whoa, it's really, but a lot of folks in California are racist out here. I don't want to just blame it on the homies, but there's also a lot of Mexicans that are down with the brown, that just, down to stick together. Salute to y'all. But yeah, it's pretty. And someone told me that it's like prison politics, like Texas and California. But I don't know, man. It's just no matter where you go, people talk shit about black people, no matter what country it is. 90% of these countries, they be hating on black people. It's crazy. Anyway, I don't want to go on that tangent. Matter of fact, I'm going on that tangent. That can be my subject of the day. All right, so let's watch this clip.
What you say. Biggest racist out there are Mexicans, bro.
It's not
Prove
just
me
that.
wrong.
No, don't even act like it, bro.
Racist.
What did they say when you were younger and you had black
Homophobic.
friends?
Yeah. Don't bring black
Yeah.
people in the house.
Why? Because
Why?
they steal.
Because
They steal.
Yeah, exactly.
No music. So, I know they're Mexican, so they're singling out their culture, but that's literally every culture, every non-black culture, and let's face it, even the black culture, when they try to create a division and say, "Oh, you're African," or "I'm American and you're not," or "Oh, you're from here and you're that," or how the Nigerians say, "Oh, don't talk to these black American blacks," and then American blacks, "Oh, you African booty scratcher." Not only do we have all other races hating on us, we hate ourselves. We hate ourselves. Look at the problem in South Africa. They're literally attacking Ethiopian immigrants, literally attacking them. And while we're at it, let's pull up some of the vibes. All right. Let me see. It's just like no matter where you go, racism is real. And not only do we have hate from other races that don't like black people, again, we have hate within ourselves. Look up all the African issues. So let me see. Look at this. Ground report on xenophobic attacks. First post Africa. Boom.
South Africa's migration crisis is now becoming a diplomatic crisis across the continent. Foreign nationals say they are being forced from their homes, losing their jobs, and targeted simply for being foreigners. South Africa says it has a sovereign right to enforce its immigration laws. But on the ground, that crackdown has collided with something far more dangerous: xenophobic violence. Ghana has evacuated hundreds of its citizens.
Can you imagine a black South African attacking another black person just because he's from Ghana? This is what we got to deal with. So salute to the Mexicans on that podcast who tried to talk about it with them too. They're aware of it, right? But no matter where you go, blacks are the most hated. Let's go over here. Look what happened during COVID. I'm gonna pull this up. Oh, hold on. I don't know. Let me see if this is on Google. Restaurants. Hold on. Let's see if it came up. Yes, multiple independent investigations and corporate admissions confirmed that black people were barred from certain establishments in China during the COVID-19 pandemic. Right? Look. China, McDonald's apologizes, Fucking cookies. China's share this tab instead. China McDonald's apologizes for Guangzhou ban on black people. We've been informed that now on black people that are not allowed to enter. This is crazy. So, right? So we got the Mexicans that told us that. We got the Chinese. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying even in America, we got the FBAs versus the Africans. It's like, man, then we got to worry about the other non-blacks hating on us, you know, and in South America, the racism is real. What other countries can I talk about where they're like super duper, you know, it's just like, man, you know, give us a break. But we can't advance ourselves if we keep doing the internal stuff either. You know, we gotta blame ourselves a lot. You know, I even come from a place. Well, actually, I was born here, but my parents came from a civil war, Eritrea versus Ethiopia. Literally, people that look like each other killing themselves. So it's like, it just feels like in Africa we've always been very tribal, and the outside races take advantage of that, and they take advantage of us. You know what I'm saying? So that was my little rant. Thank you to the Odd Trio podcast. You know, they kind of set me off on a tangent. This will be clipped into a video. I'm trying to condense it because I could really talk about this for hours. The racism that we have to deal with amongst ourselves, amongst you know, from white people. Obviously, growing up in the South, I grew up in Virginia. It was crazy. Then coming to LA and seeing, just completely shocked at seeing some brown folks hate on black people. I don't know if y'all heard about the not to just focus on the Mexicans, but hold on. A major political scandal erupted when a leaked audio recording exposed Los Angeles City Council President Neri Martinez and council members Kevin De Leon and Gio Cedillo making crude anti-black and anti-indigenous racist remarks during private October 2021 meetings. And I also saw a post about, I can't remember which Latin country it was, but the colorism is so crazy that, like, if you're from that Latin country and if you're that ethnic background, right, but you come out darker than, let's say, your neighbors or your relatives, you're going to get ridiculed for being darker. Like colorism is so crazy that you could be let's say Honduran, and if you're light skinned or if you're dark skinned, you're going to get dogged out. Or if you're light skinned, you're going to get treated a lot better. You know, same with Asian, same with Mexican, same with African. Oh, the colorism in Africa is so crazy. They got people bleaching their skin. So all I'm saying is, black people, it starts with us. We got to do better to protect us, not in a us against the world type of thing. Because again, all those other races I mentioned, there are a lot of people that got love for us too. But again, it starts with us. We can't be hating on each other and doing all this infighting like we've been doing for decades. And maybe we could just get a little bit, maybe better things could happen to us. We can go a little bit further in life. All the wars in Africa, all the wars in America amongst each other, gang wars, you know. I know it doesn't sound cute because everybody likes to be polarizing, but yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little kumbaya, let's we are the world type shit. Let's figure it out, man. Let's figure it out, you know. So, yep, that was my topic. All right, let's go back to the scrolls. Let's see what's on YouTube.